Asanteni sana kwa kutukaribisha Homa Bay. Tunawaheshimu, tunawapenda, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie safari hii tutatembea kwa pamoja.
Ladies and gentlemen, the president's speech, more especially in public functions like now MDaraka Day, they are always well structured, well planned, and well executed. It involves a team of people, professionals, to come on board. I don't know whether William Ruto has those professionals, but because of the nature of the speech that he gave, I feel strongly that he had professionals like maybe David Indi coming on board, sitting down and asking President William Ruto to do one or two things in his speech. Now, from the speech that the president had, I realized, first of all, it was very wide. Second one, the speech also, it exposed so many weaknesses that he was coming to fix from that speech. Ladies and gentlemen, he also had the intention to come and impress targeted groups in that speech. Make them happy. Make them happy. That was a clear indication that William Ruto knows where the weakness is. And unfortunately now, William Ruto was facing a certain problem that he cannot solve in the next 2 years, because it's a problem that has already been created. The other thing, it is that he is facing a group of people in the country who are learned and he cannot lie to. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in general, the speech exposed Ruto's weaknesses and that he was using the speech to try and fix one or two things in his entire governance. Now, that is going to form the basis of this analysis here by me taking you through on what are these weaknesses that Dr. William Samoei Arap Ruto Chirchir was trying to fix with his MDaraka Day speech. Before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mokwa Times, kindly take a second or two to subscribe. After subscribing, please, my number is here. You can also always take it. Support the channel. That's the M-Pesa number. Call me and share with me on political matters. Text anytime, and I'll really appreciate. Let me dive into the topic today, ladies and gentlemen. What were these weaknesses that William Ruto was trying to fix? Number one is the issue to do with hatred that is facing from the middle class.
In recognition and appreciation of the sacrifice made by patriotic Kenyans through their contributions to the housing levy, I am pleased to announce today that we shall be proposing to Parliament a reform to the law that will allow any contributor to access an affordable home loan of up to 5 million shillings at a single-digit interest rate, applicable towards any housing unit in the market. This facility will also enable contributors to offset existing mortgages, offering greater flexibility in their housing journey and allowing many to significantly ease their home financing costs.
The middle class, or even you can call them income earners, these are people whose payslips have been seriously mutilated by President William Ruto. Today housing levy, tomorrow car tax, and many other things on board. So as we speak today, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto knows very well that this middle class, they are not only in other parts except Rift Valley. They are cutting across the entire country. The employees in all the eight provinces of Kenya. So therefore, these people are so many. The government itself, it has almost 1 million of them. Now, after having the government side, they also have, as we speak today, ladies and gentlemen, the private sector, which is the majority. People who are earning money, but William Ruto takes it by force. In the finance bill 2023, William Ruto did a disservice to those payslips. Honestly, thank God for those who are not working by now. At least we are even able to breathe in one or two things. But if you are getting 10 bob, that's yours. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, people with pay slips every day and they wake up, every finance bill that is introduced, it's about taxes. As we speak today, it's the same thing being done by body. Taxes, right, left, and center. So as we speak today, ladies and gentlemen, the middle class is so much in pain with William Ruto and that they want to take him home very early in the morning. These people are learned and they know what they are doing. They will wake up to vote. Now, in the last general election, about 8 million people did not vote. And these people did not vote, most of them are the middle class. They are income earners. These people, if they are going to be on the ballot trying to vote for the president, the fact remains that they are going to vote against President William Ruto. And that's the big problem William Ruto has. So he knows that if these people come in, if I don't do something for them, so they are going to take him home. And how did President William Ruto try to fix this? By telling them there is a 5 million mortgage that you can get for you to buy a house. Why? He's trying to make the housing levy to be justified. In that you pay the housing levy, because William Ruto said for those who contribute are going to get 5 million mortgage, which means that they are saying those who are paying the pay for their houses, whether private or public, you're going to get some money in form of loan, utalipa pole pole, as you own the house. Then you ask yourself, why did William Ruto come up with that? If he knew Kenyans do not want the houses, then why did you just have to come up with it? Everyone knows that, and these people, especially the middle class, they know that William Ruto is benefiting directly from the constructions of the houses in the country. The friend is supplying metals, they are supplying cement, they are supplying everything, all materials. So the questions that are raised about the housing levy and the entire housing project, the fact remains that they are hurting the middle class, more especially those people who are informed. So as we speak today, the questions that led to President William Ruto to literally talk about the housing levy, it's because Kenyans contribute money for the construction, they pay for it in short, the government provides land, and when the houses are complete, you don't make them affordable. You want to sell them to people. Who is benefiting from the housing levy that people are buying the houses from? That is number one. Number two, it's the issue to do with SHA. The healthcare is completely failing. And President William Ruto knows that people are paying for SHA from their pay slips, but they are not getting the services in return. So that is a clear indication, as we speak to here, my viewers, that William Ruto knows that health is cutting across the country and people are feeling the pinch, and probably that can take him home very early in the morning. Now, as we speak today, he knows that Dr. Kingo Fred Matiang'i, Rigathi Gachagua, George Natembeya, Kalonzo Musyoka, they are going to capitalize on these failures of government to literally campaign him. And people are going to resonate with them so much because they experience the challenges in each and every day in their operations. So the fact remains that they know when Rigathi Gachagua says that SHA is not working, they know it's not working. Last but not least is the factor of the youths of this country. Youths of this country have decided to take President William Ruto home. William Ruto now wants to introduce Kazi Mtaani, something that he knows very well it was there before, to excite the youths so that they can love him. I don't think that can happen because in 2022, before 2022, actually we had the Kazi Mtaani. Youths across the country, most of them probably don't even vote for Raila. So the fact remains, as we speak today, is that Kazi Mtaani was basically meant to try and sway the leaders, the youths, to come to William Ruto's side, to come and praise him, and maybe try and come on board to do what you call supporting him, to stop criticizing him, throwing shoes right, left, and center. So the fact remains that William Ruto is fearing three groups. One, those of the youths that they already hate him and they vote against him entirely, he's going home. Number two, is also fearing that because healthcare goes directly to the people of Kenya, that means that most people will hate him because he's failing on that. Three, actually in SHA, I also want to say that he has introduced some lipa pole pole, something that's not making a lot of sense. But the fact remains that the issue is not lipa pole pole. The issue is the service delivered at the hospital. If I pay my money, if I go to hospital, will I get the CT scan? Will I get my service as well? No. It cannot be guaranteed in this country as we speak today. Now, and when the other thing now is about the housing levy, which literally Kenyans are paying for immensely, yet it is not benefiting them across the country. I don't know what your take as far as this is concerned. Take a second or two to inform me on what you think about President William Ruto's speech and what you learned from there. See you next time for more videos.